Hey guys, tonight I'm going to start digging through this box. It's a little alphabet block box, but I found it out in my garage. It's full of cards. I had it in my closet back at the old house, and I guess I just dumped cards into it, but it's pretty well full. I have no idea what's in here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out a stack or two of them, kind of get them organized a little bit, and then start digging through them and show you what I got. I probably won't go through all of them in one video, but we'll give it a start anyway and see what we have. So I got a couple of stacks pulled out here. This ought to take me a little bit to go through. It's going to be a hodgepodge of pretty much everything. As you can see on the top, there's some basketball, baseball. I'm sure there's probably some football in there. Maybe some hockey. Probably some other stuff too. But let's get started. Get set up in my little spot here. Some of them are in penny sleeves. Yeah, here's another one of them X-Men cards right off the bat. DC Earth's Mightiest Villains. Kestrel. Never even heard of him. But it's kind of cool. Here's a Chuck Brown Nascar. Told you there'd be a hodgepodge. Here's Brian Grant. Also looks like Barack Obama. Manny Alexander. Jay Howell. Canseco and Henderson. Checklist. Ramon Martinez. Here's a Calbert Cheney inside outside Fleer Ultra. Looks like it's a 94-95 Fleer Ultra. I might have some decent rookies and stuff hidden back in here, or in this box. I doubt any of them are going to ever grade as a 10 since I took terrible care of them, but at least might still have them anyway. Another DC Comics. Look at this one. I used to have a bunch of these Pro Set Superstars music cards. Bonnie Raitt. There's the back of it. These cards bring back some memories. I think we had the whole set, me and my brother did, at one point. A bunch of 60s, or not probably not 60s, probably 70s and 80s music stars. Oops. D. Brown, Blue Edwards rookie, Old Blue. Here's a Dennis Eckersley in a penny sleeve, 40 straight saves. Here's a Hall of Fame card. Sam Cassell, Steve Kerr, back when he was still playing. All of these cards will probably be early 2000s at the latest. I'm not going to read off every player's name unless they stick out to me. Rebound King. New York Knicks. There's old Patrick Ewing over there. Another Rebound Kings. Dikembe Mutombo. That card's in terrible shape. Corners are all soft. Wish I had taken better care of my cards. All-Star Howard Johnson. Here's a Dominique Wilkins 3D Jam. That's kind of cool. Looks like you put 3D glasses on and you'll be able to see him in 3D. 94 upper deck. I'm assuming that's an insert card maybe, or not. Avery Johnson, Barry Larkin. This set was weird. 93 upper deck. I think this was very much so geared towards kids. Had a little cartoon on the back, and what year is that? 93 upper deck. I'm sure there's probably upper deck something or other, probably called something more than just upper deck, but here's a Chris Singleton. Another one of them upper decks. Look at that, George Michael. Might actually have some value since he passed away. And there's a Jungle Book. I have no idea. Mail-in certificate or something. Chris Dudley, 95-96 Fleer. Eric Williams. A little bit older cards here. Darnell Coles. I think these are 88. Yeah. Emmett Smith, Hall of Famer. Pro Line Classic. Mike Greenwell. So I've not disappointed. They definitely run the gambit as far as being hodgepodge. Sorry about that glare. Here is a Skybox Impact O.J. McDuffie. Some Skybox cards look kind of cool. Here's a hockey. So Alexander Selevanov, new to the game. So we've definitely got all four sports in here. Hockey, baseball, football, basketball. Another penny sleeve. Mark Bryant. No idea why it's in a penny sleeve, but that's that stack. There's one of them annoying tall cards. Mark Fetters. Here's a Skybox. Mark Allery. I think that's a 1990. O'Kelly. D. Harper. There's Cal Eldred. Keith Askins. That's a cool card. Wolverine versus Venom. Wonder who'd win that fight. If you're familiar with Marvel Comics, let me know who you think would win. Wolverine or Venom. I honestly have no idea. There's the back of it. I like those cards. I think that's why I picked up all the Versus ones that I could find back in the day. Here is a Pirates Don Slaught, I think. That cursive writing is kind of annoying. Yeah, Don Slaught. They're fancy looking cards anyway. Mark Newfield, rookie. Our #1 draft book anyway. There's another Derek Harper. Another penny sleeve. Another Nascar. Ron Hallstrom. Look at this guy. He looks like he's in pain. Eric Green. Like a glamour shots. Travis Best. They're cute. They really took some care into taking those pictures. Here's a Rickert Faniet. Gene Nelson. Tom Givens, or Jim Givens. So far, mostly lots of base cards. Didn't really expect anything much more than that. Here's a Lawrence Matten. Wooden Award contender. Rookies. Classic. Lonnie Smith. Here's a Sean Elliott Jam Session. That's some big, tall, annoying cards. Had to put in a double penny sleeve to keep it protected. Still got a little bit of a dinged up corner there. Oliver Miller. Mike Smith. That's a weird card. Skybox. Eric Murdoch. Benoit Benjamin, Sam Castle, Fernando Valenzuela. I guess he's getting ready to pitch there or something. It's not a very flattering picture that they took of him. Mark Grace. Another NASCAR. Or fancy. PJ Brown. Danny is a rap music fan. So you got some Danny Manning, he was a stud. And they give you a little bit of bio info. Who would have guessed? Here's a Coca-Cola card. This 93 Coca-Cola card. Chris Gatling, checklist. Greg Montgomery. Craig McEwen. Here's Vladi Divac. He was one of my favorite players. He was a Sacramento King. Carlton Fisk. Ed O'Bannon. Vinny Del Negro. Fleer 95-96. It's a different looking kind of card there. Got some stats on the front. Omar Olivares. There's a Cal Ripken Jr. Diamond Kings. That's a sweet looking card. Got a little crease in it though, unfortunately. And it's very flimsy feeling. It's like a... No. Here's a Eric Williams Instant Energy Rookies from that classic set. Cool looking card. Steve Fry, Mark Gardner, Mark Thompson, Mike Kelly. What the world is this? I guess I did that. Colored a little mustache and beard on him. Like half of a beard. You can tell with the... I don't know if I did that or my brother or my cousin or who did that. That's whatever. American Bandstand, Andy Gibb. That's terrible. Jesper Mattson. Mike Fetters. This video is already 12 minutes long. Takes a little while to burn through these. I mean, I could go quicker, but I think this is a picture, a personal picture. Yeah, I'll take that out. That's a personal picture of me in elementary school. Nobody needs to see that. Dennis Lamp, Rob Deere, Billy Ashley, Danielle Marshall. I just had to get him squatting down, spread an eagle there. I don't think they took much thought into the poses they caught these guys in back in the day. Delaney Rudd, rookie. There's a Magic card. Theft of Dreams. That's a... I don't know. I'm not going to take a lot of time looking at it. It's not an alpha set. Skirk Commando. Denny Hawking. And Keith Miller. Hey, here's a nice one. Penny Hardaway, Inside Out. See a little $5 sticker on there. We tried to sell that for. It's probably worth about $1 now if I'm lucky. But it's in a hard case, so that's cool. Jim Montgomery. Classic. Herb Williams. Ken Norman. So I'll probably go ahead and stop this video at about 15 minutes after I get to this stack and then start another one. And that way I keep them at reasonable watch lengths. Derek Coleman, Devon White. I don't think most people want to sit down and watch a half-an-hour video. That's ridiculous. Look at that. Why would they do that? Scott Pollard. Have him laying down, hugging a ball. That's exactly what I meant about not taking much thought into their cards. That's just silly. Matt Maloney. Here's a Star Quest. I don't know who that is. Adnal Foyle. He's very serious. Bobby Phillips. Here's another Star Quest. Danny Ferry. Got a couple more top loaders in there. John Starks preview. Always like John Starks. Derek Strong, Dwayne Farrell, Robert Horry. Here's the mailman. He was one of my favorites. Top scoring leader, Karl Malone. One of these little tear-off cards. Oliver Miller, Tyrone Corbin, Glenn Larkin, Kurt Young. Looks like these are all backwards. Another John Stockton, Fleer 92-93. Dale Davis, R.J. Reynolds, Harold Miner, one of them little fake autographs on it. Nate McMillan, Mitch Richmond. Here's a Ryan Sandberg, Score All-Star, cartoon looking thing. Wesley Person, Pedro Guerrero, Cedric Ceballos. Here's a Memorable Moment Max card. It's in terrible condition. Andrew Ditter, Dan Cross, Bumper Crop. Don't know much about that card. Loy Vaught, Mike Diaz, Jamie Dismuke. Lots of different sets here. That's a Fleer Excel 92-93. Sean Kemp, he was a stud. Here's an Allen Iverson. It's a nice card. Skybox Premium. I don't know if that's his rookie or not. It doesn't say it's his rookie. I'm trying to see the year. 96 NBA. I'll have to look that up. Empty top loader. Here's a skateboarding card. Sports Illustrated Kids. So those came in like a sheet in the magazines, and you could tear them out. Carabeth Burnside. And here's a Super Power Club Nintendo card. ActRaiser. Man, it's all over the place. Michael Hawkins. Brian Collins. Here's a top loader with an actual card in it. Towers of Power, Marcus Camby. Fleer 96-97. Should be in pretty good condition. I think that was worth a few bucks back in the day. Probably not anymore. Good old eBay. A little Fleer baseball quiz. Mark Williamson. Dan Marley. Toy Story. Not even really a card. It's like a, I guess it is. It's made by Skybox. Look at that. Ted Nugent. All right. Here's a Sammy Sosa. Of course, it's looks like somebody bit it. The heck? Looks like teeth mark up there. Figures. The Barry Bonds. No. It's a checklist. I guess I should have seen that right off the bat. Look at there. No, it's been opened, dang it. I was going to say it's unopened. Chris Mills, one of them jam sessions, annoying cards. Here comes some more Magic the Gathering. Here's a Hubert Davis. Tom Hammonds. Ricky Pierce. And Dave Magden. I will go ahead and set these Magic the Gatherings off to the side because ain't nobody got time for those right now. I don't think anybody's too concerned with them. If you're watching this looking for sports, and I doubt you're watching it looking for Magic the Gathering, but if so, I'll put them in another video at some point. Looks like this is just a little 79-cent preview pack of Upper Deck, 98.99 Upper Deck Choice. Might be some rookies in here anyway. Keem Olajuwon. They're stuck together a little bit. Here's Anthony Hardaway. Hot Properties. And they're stuck together. Joe Smith, Hot Properties. MVP season for MJ. This is nice. Oh, it's a Carl Malone Star Quest. Heck yeah. Look at this one. Juwan Howard. You can turn him into a little statue. That's cool. There's Damon Stoudemire. Vin Baker and Stephon Marbury. He was one of my favorite players back in the day. So that's that. Went through several of them. Still got quite a few more. So I'm going to end this video and probably immediately start another one. So if you want to see part 2, hang tight and I'll make part 2 in just a second.